Hey, welcome back to another video. I'm just off to milk. It's Sunday afternoon. And I just thought I'd make this video because I got asked a question this morning and then I just saw something just now and I thought, oh, I might as well put my 2 cents in. Probably may not be the video for you, or you might not like it, or you might think that I'm whinging or complaining, I don't know. Feel free to have a listen and put your own 2 cents in. I got asked this morning, how do I feel, because I've been farming for years, how do I feel about the farmers, you know, what Labour's department's doing to farmers at the moment, and, you know, la-di-da, la-di-da, and then I just saw all these overbridges, overhangs, what do you call them, on the motorway heading to work, with all these signs about, you know, vote National, you know, fuck to Cinder practically, toot for farmers, and then I just saw, I don't know, I've probably seen the last 10k of the motorway jam-packed with combine harvesters and tractors and farmers protesting. And it's made me think, oh well, maybe I should make a video about what I think, and I have every right to have my opinion as a farmer, and how do I feel about how farmers are being treated. So my thoughts, probably not agree with everyone, but I think farmers deserve everything they get. I think farming is the most disrespectful, hard-working, dishonest, racist, low-lifing job there is in New Zealand to do. And that's coming from a man who's been farming for over 20 years. Not full-time, but over a period of 20 years. I think farming in New Zealand is a disgusting industry to be in. You may be thinking to yourself, well, why are you doing it, Jonesy? Why are you farming if you feel that strongly about it? Because Jonesy, like a lot of people, didn't go to school as a young child for long, and I got brought up on a farm, and the only skill I learned was farming, and I know how to do it. I mean, I relief milk now, I make quite good money out of it. Would I ever go back to full-time farming? Not in this lifetime. I've seen firsthand what farming can do to people. I'm not going to blame my stroke on farming. It could have been fucking smoking, drinking too much piss, smoking too much crack, fucking stress too much, yell too much, panic too much, I don't know. So I'm not going to blame it on farming. But what I do blame on farming, and what I do see in farming, and you, again, if you want to disagree you can, but I've seen this firsthand multiple times, is never see a farm owner who's poor, never see a farm owner driving around in a piece of shit car, never see a farm owner with his eyeballs hanging out of his skull with lack of sleep. You may see farm managers, too I see, herd managers, the list goes on. But farming in this country is disgusting. The way workers are treated, the way staff's treated, the way they put ads on. I remember about 4 or 5 years ago, me and Debbie watched an ad that Fonterra put on TV. I think it was on TV1, probably going back about 8-9 years ago, and it was actually Fonterra and put an ad on TV. So you may have seen it. And it was talking about a new thing called Farm Source, where you can go into Farm Source and look for work. And they're promoting the website. And it showed a husband and wife and 2 children with a white picket fence and a swimming pool in there, in a farmhouse. And it was saying, you know, like, go farming, join farming, best lifestyle, greatest lifestyle, you know. And then they showed this husband with his kids playing in the swimming pool saying, have a swim before afternoon milking. And me and Debbie both sat back and went, you know, what an absolute load of crap. I have probably, me and Debbie, I don't know, our son might know, he's pretty good with numbers, but I don't know how many farmhouses we've lived in, but I would say 15, 20, and bar one, they've all been pieces of shit that you wouldn't even hardly put your dog into. We had one farmhouse that had mushrooms growing in out the fucking walls. You know, some of the farmhouses that they expect you to live in is just unhygienic, leaky, just bad. And then you look up the hill and you can see the farm owner's house. You know, $2 million fucking home sitting on top of the hill overlooking you. So if the government wants to put in all these rules and legislation, I can't say that with my teeth in, but all these rules and regulations about what farmers should be doing. Now, every other company, every other people in the world has to abide by different rules and laws. Why can't farmers? There's certain parts of farming that I absolutely love and I very much enjoy. I really enjoy cows. I love cows and calves, and I know it sounds weird, but cows are animals. Let's forget all the pollution and all the farting and all the piss and the shit and everything that everyone talks about. But cows themselves are beautiful animals. Once you get to know a cow, they're very, very kind, quite loving, actually, animals. I've had plenty of pet cows that have come up to give you a scratch, want to have a scratch off you and stuff. But I just think farmers these days are just, I know like every business, it's profit over people. And I know in New Zealand we act like it's not. We act like we all love each other and all care for each other. It's a team of 5 million. But that's all fucking bullshit. And we all know it. I mean, you can say it as if you want to be one of those dumbasses that believe that we're a team of 5 million and we all look after our employees and our staff and try to do the best by them, then you go ahead and believe that crap. But like every industry, I suppose, and you'll come in and please don't write on here a comment saying, oh, you know, a few bad eggs doesn't speak for everyone. Okay, I've had multiple bosses. There's not a few bad bosses around people, okay? 95% of farm owners that work their staff and they have farm dogs look after their dogs better than they look after their staff. My kids will agree with this. My wife will agree with this. Any person that's been doing what I've been doing for this many years would agree with this. Townies won't, because townies believe they know everything about farming but literally know nothing. Farming is a cruel industry and it's a disgusting industry. I'm not ashamed to say, well, I mean, sorry. See, if I did editing, I would have edited that out, but I won't edit it. I'll just say, sorry, I got it wrong. I am ashamed to say that I was working for a guy, I think I told you in one of my videos, across the road from where I'm working now. And when I went to see him, it was sole charge, which means I get the cows in, I milk, put the water through hose down and go home. So I do everything. It was only every second weekend. Well, I only did one weekend there. Hey, I'm not going to say why. No, I didn't get fired. I only did one weekend there and then I moved on. But when I was hosing down, I was looking for the effluent pump and where the shit goes to. And I didn't know where it was going. It was a big tunnel, you know, going out into the poo pond, I thought. The next day I asked the guy, you know, where's your sewage kept? He said, oh, the owner hasn't put one in yet. So it was going directly into the stream. Directly into the stream, all the cow shit. The funniest thing is the owner turned up the week prior to see the guy, because I was working for the manager and the manager has a boss. So I'm talking about the boss. The boss that owns the farm, not the manager that manages it, he's fine. I'm talking about the boss. He flew in to see the manager a week prior in his helicopter to see how things were going. So you've got the money to have your own private helicopter and to fly in, but not to take shit out of the streams. Okay? And then you'll be the first person in that protest about what the government's doing to you. Okay. If you saw and have seen what I've seen in my life of farming, I think you would all agree that it's what goes on behind the scenes is pretty horrific. I never name names in my channel, but I have got a subscriber who watches my videos and every now and then comments. He's on stress leave at the moment. He told me from farming because of how the bullying and stuff it is in his workplace. That doesn't surprise me at all. I think the only reason I don't get bullied at work, or I've never been bullied at work, is because I bully back, and bullies hate bullies. Yeah, like bullies love to pick on the weak, but if you bully me, I just bully straight back. And so I don't get bullied. I've never really been bullied on a farm because I don't allow myself to be bullied. But I've had plenty of times where I've seen it firsthand. And so yeah, I mean, going back to the whole protest today about it, I hope the government fucking lays farmers on their asses and makes them pay out their asses for all sorts of things. Because it's nothing they don't deserve. So that's my 2 cents on it. Whether you agree with me or disagree, I personally don't care, and I don't care if you agree with me or disagree with me. It's called changing life for the better. I can talk about what I want. You don't have to watch it. You can give it a thumbs down. You can do whatever you want. But that's my thoughts on the protest. And the funniest thing is, the protest is happening right now on a Sunday afternoon with all these combine harvesters and all these big flash tractors. They've all been washed and cleaned, and these big utes. But if we look at the time, we notice that it's half an hour away from milking. So who's doing all the legwork on the farm right now? Who's milking your cows, cleaning up, doing your AB run? Who's getting the cows in, putting the cows away, putting all the fences up, feeding all the silage out, putting your brake fences up, bringing your bulls in for mating? Who's doing all that right now? Oh, I know, you're workers. And you may say, well, that's your job, you're a worker. Exactly. But what you didn't also see is those tractors that have been washed and cleaned. The workers do those this morning before they had breakfast, so then the farm owner can hop in and drive down the street looking flash. And I've seen that done firsthand, so don't come at me like I don't know what I'm talking about. So yep, I don't agree with a lot that Labour do. I don't agree a lot with what Jacinda does. I don't agree with a lot of things that's happening in the world at the moment. But making the farmers responsible for their actions and what they're doing, I fully agree with that. And let's see. Well, I'm hoping for a change. I really am. And they need to start doing it. A lot of farmers could. A lot of farmers could put the money and the things they need to do to make the planet better, but they just don't. So yep, I'm all for that. Not for a lot of things, but I am for that. Anyway guys, you probably haven't enjoyed this video, but I thought I'd make it anyway because I was asked the question how I feel about farmers and farming, and then I saw the protest and I thought, oh, that's a good thing to have a moan about on my way to work. Anyway, if you've enjoyed it or not, I hope some of it made sense to you. Alright guys, catch you in the next video.